Maybe you were unaware of this, but less than a year ago, I actually lived in Amsterdam for my internship. But I never actually talked about it. My name is Quinten Hyde, and this is what it was like to live in Amsterdam. Alright, so like you know, I just moved out. I have made a couple of videos about it, and it has been brought to my attention that I should definitely not make a fourth on it. But since tomorrow it's my birthday and my final assessment for university that determines whether or not I'm gonna be graduating, I need something to do pretty quickly. Also, this backdrop. This looks cool. Not a backdrop, it's my house that I recently moved into. My downstairs neighbor hates me. So I actually really liked living in Amsterdam. I live in the city right now too, but I like living in, you know, the big cities. I'm not really like a rural, wait, no. Alexa, what's rural? Alexa, stop. I did not ask for a 9-hour explanation. Where was I going with this? I like living in the city. And the reason I like living in the city is because everything you want is close by. You see, in the Netherlands, everything that's like slightly interesting, any event, whatever, is always going to be around Amsterdam. I wasn't actually gonna use the oil, I just wanted to seem interesting for the video. I'm not cooking yet. Now, a great example of something that happened is when me and my friends noticed that there was going to be a Musical.ly event, an official Musical.ly event, right there in Amsterdam. The tickets were free, so of course we went. What was that sound? It sounded like a goat. Oh, children. Ooh. Because we thought it was just going to be fun. And just having that right then and there is pretty cool. However, you know what else is really cool? Having every single store or place or whatever kind of business that you have in mind close by. One time I wanted to try bubble tea or boba tea, depending on where you're from. Totally messed up my order, by the way. If you know a better order, let me know. Because I had one and oh my god, was it bad, but my friends tasted pretty good, so. Oh, that sounded a little weird. My friend's drink, you know, there was a comma S in there, you know, apostrophe S. And this one time I was just in my internship being like, oh, I wish we had like comedy clubs or something. I'd love to go to a comedy club. And my coworker just goes, you know that we have like 3 or 4, right? Just in the city alone. Like you can just like hop on a bus and you're right there. So I thought, yo, okay, that's really cool. I was really excited. I actually never went, but I had the option to go if I wanted to because it was there. On top of that, I one day thought, you know what? I want to try the Japanese snack taiyaki. And I thought, oh, you know, no one's ever gonna be selling that. That's like so niche and specific. So I do a quick Google search and it's like, well, if you take this tram that stops right in front of your house, because I had a tram right in front of my house, which was actually sometimes quite annoying, but overall pretty sweet. Where was I going? You can go right to a store that sells it. It's getting so dark in here. Almost as if it's almost 7 p.m. Taking care of myself is hard when I accidentally fall asleep for 3 hours. Another really cool thing is the public transport, because you know, everyone has public transport in the country pretty much, but the fact that there were buses and trams and trains and metros and whatever, even though trams like came in time twice, trams kind of suck, but the other things are great. They're always there. The only thing that you really have to take into account, because where I currently live is actually still one of the most populated cities in the entire country. However, we don't actually have public transportation that goes at night. So you know, I never really had to deal with the ooh, night train, ooh, night bus people, you know, kind of thing that they're always talking about, you know, how they have some weirdos going on. So you know, I always kind of thought like, how bad can it possibly be? They're just some, you know, strange people every now and again. It's not gonna be that bad. Until one day I was sitting in a bus, train, tram, metro, gonna list every other vehicle that exists now, I guess. And this guy came by, and I'm pretty sure he just got out of like a Walking Dead audition. Like I know what people look like who you know what I'm saying? But he was just like beyond that. I don't even know what he did. I mean, Amsterdam didn't have Peeping Cat though. The cat that looks at me through the window every day. Say hi, Peeping Cat. We're just gonna make like an entire Instagram just filled with pictures of that cat looking at me. He's like half out of the window, be careful. And one day I was sitting across from this guy on the train, and I'm pretty sure he was like the most drunk dude who has ever existed. Because he was like sitting there, but also like head in his hands, and he just looked like he was about to vomit at all times. It was like, like he couldn't speak, or maybe he didn't speak Dutch, but I'm pretty sure there's no language that sounds like but if there is, I don't judge. But I'd say if you like food, and who doesn't, it's actually a really cool place because there's Argentinian food, you know, Japanese food like always, Italian food, Argentinian food, Argentinian food. It's a little bit of an inside joke, but there's about 5 500 Argentinian steakhouses. Like sometimes I've seen a street where there's 3 different ones in a row. And it's not like it's the same one who just happens to own 3 buildings, I guess. There are genuine different restaurants owned by different, imagine going for that and you're just walking out, which one am I gonna pick? And it's just like the same kind of restaurant in a row. Like, how do you base your pick on that? Look at which one's most cheap? Look at Yelp. Do people still use Yelp? That's a quick snippet of what it was like to live in Amsterdam. Please wish me luck tomorrow on my assessment, because I am kind of scared, but at the same time I feel positive. It's just, final assessment of my entire study. If you're curious about the video where I moved out, you can click right here or the link in the description and it'll take you right there. I post a video every MoWeFi, which is Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and on Sunday I have a little live stream, and I do all of that because I want to create a nice, fun-loving, positive community together with you and have fun. But above all, I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I would love to see you next time.